Are we?
We're live now. At least now they can hear us.
Oh, well.
I'm promoting.
Sorry.
I'm promoting.
Sorry in advance.
Nah.
Try and move some of this a little bit.
Yeah, do what you gotta do. I need at least a finer brush and a not fine brush.
Okay. Sorry, guys. We're not organized. Oh, you're going to paint this guy?
No, I got this one. I already put him on the thing.
Oh, did you prime him?
No.
You need to.
Give me what I need to prime him.
So, Leah's stealing... Cameron!
Cameron's first.
Leah's stealing the handle tonight now that I super love it. And
I
it's
told
great.
you I'd order you one.
He is stealing it because he's going to do some miniature painting tonight, I guess.
We'll see how it goes.
I guess that's what's going on.
Don't worry. If it's going really bad halfway through, I'll just give up and give her the handle.
Sorry, there's a lot of stuff out here.
Yeah, move
There's
them.
so many things.
Move them.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, so we had these little goblins out because Lily and I did some miniature painting. Lily is 9.
Over the weekend, yep.
Yep, we did that over the weekend. And so this was I feel like this is pretty good. He gave her the goblins so that oh, it's not a big deal if they get messed up or whatever. But this was her
first one.
Her goblin as far as she's got to this point.
Roll Stats posted his picture. We can see it already. Good job, Roll Stats.
The face looks really dark, but I think it was pretty good. You know? And this was as far as I got with mine. She's
It's all scratched up because I don't know if the kid's messing with it or something.
Yep, that's for sure.
But both of them were over there messing around today.
Yeah. But I can fix that. It's all scratched up here, but it's okay.
That was from the clip. It was clipped onto her head. Did you do that?
No.
Oh, okay.
Of course not.
I didn't know. Anyways, sorry, can't paint today. I only have black and white paint. Thought I had more, but I was wrong. Oh, that's all right, man. So
happens to everybody.
So Paula's gonna get me a tray ready, and it's gonna have at least the primer on it, and she's gonna give me 2 brushes. But while she's doing that, I'll quickly mention. So if you guys are new to the game, especially
new to the game, you mean new to the channel?
Yes, that's. But yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
If you're new to the game, because that's exactly what I wanted to say.
Oh, my bad. My bad, you guys.
Make sure you hit subscribe, give us a like or a dislike, and let's hang out. Let's have a good time. Tonight, we're doing something different. We are screen sharing the Discord channel. So if throughout the show you guys feel like posting pictures of the minis you're working on, you can do so. You can post them over there, and we will all be able to see what you're working on, and it'll be really exciting. So I can't wait to see what you guys have. The other thing, so we've got the VIP shirt is up. It has been approved. I've been getting a lot of great feedback. If you want to see that, just message me if you're thinking about backing us at $50 on Patreon, and I will show you then.
Did you go with the gold one?
Yes, where it says VIP at the bottom and it's got a 20 in the middle.
Guys, the gold one's great. I'm just saying.
And I think I'm going black shirt only.
Oh, really?
I think it just looks
navy?
so good on black.
Navy?
It looks so good.
Navy would look good.
I have to mess around with it and see.
I'm just saying,
that gold
you guys.
on black is sweet.
I'm just saying,
Hey, Roll Stats, we get it, man. We go quiet too when both of us are painting sometimes. So we'll have that, but we also have all of our shirts up in the store. I've posted links to some cool things. For example, the Archon the Cruel miniature set. I'm going to be doing an unboxing here soon on that. You'll see it on Friday. I've already recorded it. I've edited the video. It's pretty much ready to go, but that's going up Friday. And so it'll have an Amazon link to that and all that good stuff. So you can support the channel that way too if you just want to buy some minis. We got all sorts of cool stuff.
Cool though. Did you show them? Should I not show them?
Well, no, I posted pictures. No, don't show them.
Oh, okay.
No,
I'm
they
sorry.
have to watch the video
You
on
guys,
Friday.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I tried, I tried. Maybe next week I can show you. But, until then, you have to wait.
So yeah, you'll see the video Friday. After Friday, it's fair game. But we also got the Lost Omens character guide, so now we can create leshies and all sorts of cool stuff with Pathfinder 2nd Edition.
I need to look at those.
That's actually a really cool
I need to
book,
look
too.
at it.
Yeah, you'll be able to later for sure. So we've got that going on. There's so much. I've already got my first player for the Pathfinder 2nd Edition game. I'm going to run a one-shot of after I play.
You're going to run a one-shot of the Pathfinder
Yeah,
game?
because I want to learn the system. I think after I play it, though, I'm not running a game before then.
You didn't tell me that.
I don't want to talk about character creation rules, none of that until after I've played.
You didn't tell me that.
It's because
you were holding out.
No.
You were holding back.
There's no holding
You
back.
purposely were like, I don't know if I want to tell her about that
Do you got my white tray ready? Right. Oh, okay. It's right here. I need a brush still. I need 2 brushes
I
still.
gave you a brush right there.
Oh, that's a massive brush. Do I water this down?
No.
I just use it thick like this? Yeah?
Do you need help?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. See, I'm already screwing up. So I've already said too, if this is going really bad after a little bit and I know it's not working out, I'm just gonna throw in the towel and just, defer to Paula. Just be like, I'm done. This isn't working out. This is never gonna happen. And just never paint minis again. Like tonight is make or break.
No, it's not.
It's totally make or break.
You have to learn and develop skills.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll
see if that works out that way.
You can't just... No, it's not a one and done thing.
It might be.
Like, if we lived our life like that, we'd never take another step. I'm just saying.
We might not take another step.
I'm just
saying. Thanks, COVID.
You can't live your life like that, right?
I suppose. I want to be good at mini painting. I really do.
Well, so you're not even going to show what you're going to paint?
I've already shown. It's in the thumbnail and I posted pictures of both of these minis.
Okay.
So they know. They know what I'm working on.
All right. So I'm going to work on this alchemist, dude. He looks pretty cool. He's got lots of things on them that I was super excited about last time. But now, like, this time, I don't know what color I'm going to make up.
You can do cool colors for the bottles. That's the thing.
Yeah, but like everything else.
He's a cool mini. This has like some weird like gaps that are going to be really hard to paint. Oh my goodness. So I'm thinking of a blue and gold theme for this, by the way.
Oh, you don't like the blue and gold for the shirt,
and
but
silver.
Like you like it for the mini?
It's not that I don't like it. It's that I think black and gold looks amazing together.
So why don't you want to do black and gold on your mini?
I thought about that actually. Black, gold, and silver was what I was thinking originally for this guy. And then I'm looking at his flowing back cape thing that's from his butt down only. And I'm starting to think, oh, that would probably look good as blue. But I don't know, maybe I will do black and gold.
Black and yellow.
See? You know. How do I know? Because this is white. How do I know if it's like on him or not? Like, I can't even tell if it's...
Oh my god, you're going to kill it. Here, give it to me for a second.
Why? I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. There's no crying and mini painting juice. I'm trying not to. I don't know. I really don't know. By the way,
why I gave you that brush. Here, give it to me.
Oh, okay. By the way, the camera, you're going to want to adjust it a little different than normal because it cuts off like that and where you typically paint. You know what I mean?
Did you just put a bunch of water on this brush before you gave it to me?
Yeah, I was rinsing it off because you started doing stuff, yeah. Why?
You didn't really tell me.
I thought you could see it. Any ideas how to spice up an underwater melee battle? Make breathing an issue.
Who's fighting underwater, though?
His party. He's running a underwater, like, encounter. And so... Yeah, so like you can do a lot of things. Play with buoyancy, which is, how much they float. Play with like the idea of breathing, things like that. Speed, like how fast the things are that they're fighting.
Ooh, yeah, you've got really far down to go, too.
What do you mean? Oh,
like,
in water?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
it's tough.
like if you're fighting, like I don't know what type of characters like you're playing with, or God, you just put on so much.
I don't know how much to put on. I couldn't see it. He's white. The paint's white.
So the thing about this is that if you leave a whole bunch on here,
yeah,
it'll dry like that.
Yeah, I don't know. How are you supposed to know if you have it on there then?
Because you can see the shine.
I couldn't see anything.
Like I was supposed to see the shine of the water on the paintbrush.
I didn't say anything about seeing the shine of the water on the paintbrush. Make the water scalding hot. 1d4 damage every round. Yes, there you go.
Well,
Drake.
I mean, but think about it. Like, if you're a regular like player character, right? Your spells aren't going to necessarily work the same way underwater, right?
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, it doesn't seem like it would be.
Yeah, I would definitely
like it would
have to
make
think
sense.
a little more about what's going on. Like a fireball spell, I probably wouldn't let work underwater.
Right, like if something is ranged and it appears next to like a monster, that's one thing. But if something is ranged and it's like a bolt that comes out of your hands or something that's propelled from your body, then that's gonna. Oh gosh.
What'd you do? Mess up something?
No, you just like you're so messy.
I'm not messy.
Like you already got stuff all
Here's
over
the two
handle.
we're painting. I just posted it into the Discord for you guys. By the way, Shane is rewatching the Provokers right now, and it's still so good. Yeah, I need to rewatch it because I remember it being awesome too as a player. Include a Kraken. Underwater campaigns scream for a Kraken. Yes, they do. Oh, it's not showing up yet. How long is it going to take for it to show up in the... Oh, it's because it's delayed. Duh, I forgot. It's not like we're real time.
Yeah, it's fake time.
Did I post it in the wrong spot? I may have posted it in the wrong spot too. No? Where did I post it? I have no idea where I posted it. Oh, I did post it in the wrong spot. Okay, I'm going to post it in the right spot this time. I deleted it. Here we go. The correct spot. But yes, the Provokers was a really fun campaign. My favorite stuff was the stuff we did at Stone Rift. That was like my favorite sessions. Especially when we were fighting in the elevator. And before that, when we were fighting, me and Durgan were fighting each other. Like beating each other up. There we go. Perfect. That's what we're painting. Those two minis. Perfect. The character I'm running it for can shapeshift, so breathing won't be an issue. He's an investigator who might end up talking to a leader of a cult who needs to have a fake fight. He has a cane sword, so I see it being swashbuckling with stabs, but I don't know what's daring about floating around. Sharks, squids. Are you done with my guy? Or do I gotta wait now?
We might want to wait and just make sure it's completely dry.
Gotcha. Yeah, fake fight, ? Performance checks, WWF style. Oh, that might be interesting.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Shane says, I'm on that session right now. You and Durgan fighting was so funny. Oh my gosh, yeah, like rolling down the stairs. The best. And then the elevator scene is like one of my favorites. I also liked in the first session the stuff we did in the church. That was cool. A lot of fun. All right, I gotta find pictures of this mini. I need to figure out what his name is.
The mini that you're painting?
Yeah.
Oh, you like want to know what his name is? What
so I can Google him and find how other people have painted him.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. I was like, what do you mean? Like it's like Eric or like what?
No, I don't care.
You know?
I don't actually care what his name is.
Oh, okay.
I just want to see how other people painted it. You know, so I don't make the same mistakes that I always make.
When Lily and I were painting the miniatures that we painted, we invented backstories about them.
She told me all about it.
Yeah, she was so...
Duke Gerard is his name.
Oh, he has like a real name.
Yeah, it's the mini name. So look, here, I'll pull it to the other screen. So when you look at how to purchase it, there it is. Duke Gerard. I highlighted it.
Oh,
All right, let's check this out. Reaper Bones. All right, there's some good images right here. Wow. Oh, see, this looks good. Right here.
Yeah, that looks great.
It's a split down the middle shield.
That's kind of cool.
I like the dark one here that's like a dark purple. On the bottom there.
What one? What one?
This one kind of.
Oh, that one is kind of dark. A lot of people did the
I like
split
the green
shield color.
I think because it has that seam down the middle like that, so it just lends itself to making that very easy. Ooh, this one's like golden purple. That's crazy. Yeah, there it is right there. Golden
That one's
purple.
good.
Yeah, that's crazy. There's some interesting versions. That one's all blue. That one's golden purple.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know. My original thought. But see, if I do something dark, I feel like I'm not going to do as good of a job on the cape. And I want to do a good job this time. Oh, this one's black and gold.
What do you mean, like, if you
I'm going to make
do
him blonde, I
something
think.
dark?
Like we were talking about black, gold, and silver for a second.
Yeah, but, like, why would that make the cape bad if it was dark?
Because I don't want to do the reverse wash thing. I want to do something that looks more... I just feel like it'd be easier to do the cape part if I had the wash over it be dark rather than the underpaint dark. Does that make sense? Like you've even said you have to do more highlights on cloaks and stuff when you do them dark. And I don't really want to have to do that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I really think I might go with something like this. I think I'm going to go with that.
Yeah. Okay.
I think so. I don't know. I like that too, but I don't like the red. Yeah. Mine's probably going to end up looking all muddy like that, minus the eyes. Those eyes look decent. Oh, this one's cool.
That one's great. You should do that.
I like that. I might do that. Okay. All right. That is the goal. So I found a picture. It's, let's see. I could probably share. Let's do store screen share maybe. There we go. That one. I think I'm going to go with that one. I'm going to try to do something like that.
Yeah, I feel like now, it's going to be hard because you just posted like what it's supposed to look like.
Yeah, I don't think that
so
makes it
now
harder.
everybody's going to be like, yeah, it doesn't look like that.
It probably won't, but that's what I'm thinking. So we'll see. All right, do you want to put him back on the handle and hand me my handle? Or am I still having to wait, you think?
No, I think you've been fine for a while.
Oh, I don't know. It's only been like 5 minutes.
I mean, it dries pretty quickly. You just don't want to be painting while it's still wet. That's all. Okay. So then where's the picture of my dude? What's he look like other places?
I've shown you him before. Pathfinder, 1E Alchemist. Reaper Bones. So, if I go back over here and do this. Here's your guy.
Yeah, I can't see that though.
Blonde, brown, and then colorful potions. That's kind of how he's...
Yeah, I mean, it was bigger when you were looking at yours.
No, I mean, yeah.
The picture was.
Okay, here. How about that? Yeah, because that's what he is in the book. So most people make him look how he is in the actual game. You know? Because they're like, oh, I like the Iconics from Pathfinder, so let's just do it. You know?
I mean, in blue. Shoot, do we
You're
think
fine
that's
making
bad?
blue. No, you never want to do it. You always tell me no, you don't want to do it the way they did it.
I mean, brown, this would be a lot of brown.
This one's brown,
it's
white,
also
and
a lot
purple.
of blue, but...
Do you want to see him without the mini? So it's literally just what he looks like in the art. Oops, I forgot the T at the end. There we go. All right, so this is what he looks like normally. Brown, light beige underneath, and then lots of colorful potions.
Yeah, I can't really see that well. I'm just letting you know.
Can you see that well?
I mean, yeah. Like, I mean, I have eyes, I can see
Well,
it.
you're not going to see the small details. I mean, it's obviously only like 5 inches on the TV.
Okay, well, when you were doing yours, it was like huge. So...
No, it wasn't. It was the same size as that. Look.
No, it wasn't.
Not huge. It's smaller than yours.
But before you moved it over there, it was bigger than that. It's fine.
Honey, this is where it's always been.
It's fine.
This is where it's always been.
It's fine.
You're out of your mind. All right. So anyways, that's the plan. So do you want to put mine on the handle so I don't have to like reach over into your space like last time when you freaked out that I was like invading your bubble?
Well, no, it wasn't that you were invading my bubble. It's that you were literally like standing on top of me, like trying to measure something that I was like, hey, yo, do you need help with that? You're like, no, thanks. I'll just squish you.
That would be cool, Drake.
No big
Maybe
deal.
jumping off the top rope is just swimming down really fast with your opponent in your grasp. You know the G is pronounced like a J, right? Oh, for Gerard? What'd I call him? How is that any different? Gerard. Are you saying I'm pronouncing it wrong? I don't know. If they fail too many performance checks, the cult watchers turn on them and attack. And throw hot dogs at them. Paint that mini. Hey, Dwayne. You know what, Juice? I think I'll have a cage of sharks in the fight that he can get smashed up against, and squids that ink up the water when the combatants pass by or stab at them. Ooh, I like it.
Dude, our
Doing
sun,
Pathfinder Alchemist,
it's
that's so
actually
awesome.
still a little wet, so just hold for a second.
Okay. I need a blue. I need a silver. I need a gold.
Did you, like, was that, like, an order or, like, a request?
I mean, it's a request. Since I'm stuck. I'm stuck over here.
Silver.
Oh, I was trying to, like, so I didn't have to steal the paint. But you have a
like
blue?
A turquoise?
Yeah, turquoise is fine. Ugh. Sorry, our table's like 4 foot across and like 10 feet long, so like I can't really get around it to get to her or to get to the paint, and
Yeah, whatever.
All right, so there's a lot of silver. I feel like I need to start with the silver.
You're gonna start with silver?
Yeah, I'm gonna start with getting the base down.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm gonna start with getting the base down.
Are you sure that's what you want to do?
I don't know why. You make me sound like I shouldn't do it.
I'm just joking.
Why are you being mean?
I'm not being mean. I would never do that.
What would you start with? The eyes?
No, I mean be mean.
Oh.
I'd never be mean.
Yeah, okay.
I'm always super nice.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying, it's true.
Okay. I got the paint down. Now, you gave me the crappy brush.
You're gonna be okay.
Whatever, you gave me a brush that's all frayed. How am I supposed to do
says,
this?
okay, this is frustrating as hell. Time for another beer. Give us a progress pic.
Yeah, show us the picture now.
Like, what?
So you do base colors first.
What color, what part is frustrating? Like, do you need some help? I mean, I don't know that I have answers, but, like, can be encouraging.
He sounds like me, doesn't he? Frustrating as hell.
I find the older I get, the shorter my arms seem, so reaching over the table is a stretch. I mean, maybe.
I remember why I stopped painting already. Because I have a shitty brush, and I can't, because it's frayed, I can't get into tight spots.
Well, yeah, but like you frayed the brush.
Doesn't
That's
matter.
why it's frayed. So
Doesn't
I don't
matter.
want to give you my nice brushes.
Give me a nice brush. We can always buy more.
You're going to destroy them.
Probably. But you can't paint with a frayed brush on small details. It's not possible.
I thought you were doing all the armor.
I am, and it goes under his chin, and it's got like a
oh, you gotta do the like you're gonna want to do the face first. If the armor comes up under the face, you want to paint the face first. It goes
under his chin.
Okay.
It doesn't like cover him.
My hand is shaking.
Yeah.
Oh, from too much coffee. It's okay.
It's okay, Roll Stats. Okay. Paula is leaving me hanging over here too. Giving me crappy brushes that I complained about before because I can't get into tight spots. And my hand's not shaking. I just have a crappy brush that
oh my gosh.
Can't get into tight spots.
It's not that bad.
It actually is. I'm considering going and grabbing some like scissors or something and cutting it. It's really that bad. I'm going to take a picture of this brush in a minute and post it in the Discord.
Do you want me to give you a new brush?
Please. A better brush. A finer brush.
Do not destroy my brushes, though.
There's a good chance it will, but we'll just get new brushes. We'll say, patrons, throw $1 our way, or sign up for our Patreon. Give us $1 so I can buy a brand new brush that's, a finer tip brush. And then maybe someone will join the Patreon at $1 so we can get a new brush next time. And every month, that $1 will go towards paintbrushes.
Every month, you guys.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. You're ridiculous. Okay, I'm going to give you this brush.
I mean, don't give me your best brush if you're using it.
Don't mess up my brush.
It's going to get messed up.
This is the only small brush you get. This is it.
No.
I'm not going to give you another one if you destroy this one. Here, take it.
Set it down. I will try not. But I already told you it will get messed up. That's just how it is, and we'll just ask the patrons for $1 a month.
Also, this sounds sexual, but I swear it's not. I can't get into the nooks and crannies.
Dude, that's my problem too. That's why I need this finer brush. Now that brush will help.
You just gotta go slower.
All right.
I
am. It's not.
Like
Look, it's not. It has nothing to do with speed. It has nothing to do with speed. I also have pretty bad lighting on this side of the table. All the lighting's on your side. But I can't do anything about that. Okay, so that...
It's all gonna work out.
Oh, I can't get in there.
I don't know how you have these issues.
Have you looked at this mini? Okay, armor on the arms.
Ooh, is there? So what were we supposed to be talking about tonight?
Whatever we want.
Like, how am I supposed to paint behind the shield without getting paint on his arm or vice versa?
See? Okay, exactly. So that's my issue too.
First you have to paint the back of the shield, then you have to paint the arm, and then you have to go in with a long, skinny brush, and you just gotta, like, paint the hand. Yeah, like Cameron says, very carefully. See, Cameron knows what's up.
No, Cameron doesn't get it. Cameron's not painting.
Dude, does he have a hand on this side?
Oh, now what? Now what?
I don't know if he has a hand.
He's got a hand. There's no way he doesn't have a hand. I should paint the backside of the sword, too.
No, like, I don't know. I mean, I'll paint that like it's the color of his hand, but it just doesn't look like a hand.
I'm probably afterwards going to paint the sword with, like, a color. I just don't know what yet.
You're going to paint the sword with a color?
Yeah, like a real color other than silver, is what I'm saying.
Like red.
Maybe. Or blue, or green, or... I don't know.
Now you tell me. The order in which you paint things can be super important.
Yeah, that's why I'm painting the arm and the back of the shield silver. Because then I'm done with it. I don't have to worry about it, and I can use this crappy brush that's already messed up, and it won't matter. So that's what I tend to do. I usually like make the hard to reach stuff the same color as other stuff that's all like there. So the shield and hopefully the gauntlet and stuff are all silver. That's my solution, roll stats. Do with it what you will. And no, I don't paint the brown straps that are like over his wrist behind the shield because I can't get that shit. Like it stays silver like the rest of it.
You just got to do it at the very end.
I'm even painting the front of his shield silver right now, and then I will change it later, I think.
That's fine. I think that's okay.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll, matter, but
since you're using silver like straight out of the bottle, it won't matter because if in the future you decide you want more silver, like the color's already pre-mixed for you.
Right. It's easy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, I see what you mean about these clips kind of getting in the way a little bit as you turn the miniature.
Yeah. You can take them off, though.
No, I still like them, though. I still like this handle, too. It makes painting minis a lot easier. I will say that, too.
I know, I was just starting to like it, but then somebody took it away from me, so...
I'll get you one without clips.
Mm-hmm.
You'll like it more without the clips anyway. Mm-hmm. I know how you are.
You know nothing.
I know everything. I know everything. Okay, we'll just paint that whole chest piece right now. Silver.
There's so many things I have to decide with this character. Like, what color is his bedroll? Like...
Well, if you're painting him blue... Oops. If you're painting him blue, then, of course, his bedroll would either be brown or maybe a green or...
Yeah, I was thinking like forest green.
I mean, usually in camping kits and boot camp and all that stuff, a bedroll's green.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But I'm just saying.
There's
so many things on here. So many details. Okay.
So, roll stats. You need to post a picture into the Discord of where you're at right now. Because we need to see how bad your details are that you're talking about trying to get to. Like the shield stuff. Can you do that, or is that going to disrupt you too much?
I don't know. He's probably chugging a beer right now.
I mean, that's perfect time to post a picture.
Screw this.
Wow, this brush is really messed up.
Well, you're like shoving it down. You're just making it worse.
I am. I really am.
Like...
But that's why I'm using this one right now. Because I'm doing bigger blocks of area. And I don't want to ruin the good brush.
You already said you were going to ruin it.
I mean, I am, but it's not intentional. It's just how I paint.
I mean, but that's not a good way to do it.
Okay.
Well, I'm just trying to help you, like...
Yes, telling me not to ruin the brush is so helpful.
No, I mean, so the only reason you use it is because you push down instead of, like, gliding.
I am gliding.
You're
I'm going into a hole.
Even
How do you go down when you're in a hole?
I know, but even when you go grab paint, like, you push it down into the paint.
No, I don't. I literally pull up.
Okay, now he's like, oh, yeah, now I'm swiping it.
Not ready yet. Let me fix some stuff. I actually think I figured this out. Paula was right. The order that you put the paint down is key.
Order makes a big difference. Like, look at this pack, like, goes right behind his head.
You're hilarious,
like,
Rostats.
I have to do this part first, right?
Oh, I see what they did here. Okay.
You know?
Yep. So this is all silver, too. Dang. Okay. Like, a lot of this mini is just silver.
Yeah, that's why I thought you were painting it, is because it just all is, like, the same...
No, there's opportunity for lots of, like, other stuff. Like, there's lots of opportunity.
I'm making Homeboy's hair white.
Like, there's buttons, there's this cross thing. Like,
gray.
There's ribbons, there's medals. Like, I could do a lot with this if I was good enough. But that's the key word. Keywords. Good enough.
If you were good enough?
If I was good enough.
Well, but that's why we're here tonight. Like, we're here so you can be better.
I don't know. We'll see how it comes out.
Like, it's going to be fun.
We will see.
It's going to be great.
Should I cut some of these frayed strands off this one brush with, like, fingernail clippers or something?
It's probably not going to work out well, but you can do what you want.
I'm going to try.
Okay. Again, do what you want. So what were we supposed to be talking about tonight? Do we have
what do you want to talk
that
about?
we're like, oh yeah, we should
We're
talk
mini
about
painting.
that.
I mean, that's what we're talking about.
I think we should talk about why you didn't want to tell me that you were going to run a Pathfinder 2nd Edition adventure. Were you just like, you know what? I really hope Paula doesn't want to play in this game.
Do you not want to play in the game?
No, I don't know yet.
Okay. I don't have anything planned yet. I mean, the idea is right now, I'm just playing it to see if it's my new favorite system. If it's determined that it's my new favorite system, I'm going to run a game someday, right? But before I even decide that, I need to run a one-shot, right? So that's what's going on. That's all I talked about. I have no date. I have no players other than one person who's also a YouTuber. And that's it. That's where it stands.
Who you got?
His name's Draven Swiftbow. Right now,
that sounds fancy.
He runs a lot of Pathfinder stuff already. He does Pathfinder videos, D&D videos, old school D&D videos, but right now his favorite is Pathfinder. Like he's compared like D&D like fighters to each other from editions, like, oh, they used to have this ability, now they don't, or whatever. So he's done a bunch of stuff like that. It's good stuff. Good stuff. He's like me. He turns the camera on and talks, doesn't do a lot of editing. Although I am 100% changing that. I am learning my software, the ins and outs, and I'm getting a lot more comfortable editing quickly. So this last week and a half, like including my new intro, which you guys will see Friday, is very much like I'm learning a lot. Like I'm feeling pretty good. So,
but he's old school D&D.
No, he's not. He's
new
school. He's compared it. No, I wouldn't call him old school. He's compared old school to current one.
Oh, I thought you said that he likes old school.
No, he's done old school stuff. Like he's taken 2nd edition, like he's taken all the edition's fighters, for example, and compared their abilities to 5e.
Oh, okay.
Like, you know what I mean? So all of them compared.
A lot of like editions.
I think so, or at least owns it. I mean, I don't know. But I remember watching those videos and some other videos of his. He's compared like certain monsters through the editions, which I think is a great idea. I want to do that, but I want to do...
That's actually pretty good.
So I've got a new series that I've already talked about. My patrons know about it. It's called Pathfinder versus D&D. Basically, it's comparing Pathfinder 2nd edition to D&D 5th edition, but not like, which edition's better. It's more like, this is a Pathfinder. The first one's going to be goblins, right? These are Pathfinder goblins. These are 5e goblins. We're going to compare a few aspects. We're going to compare the art. We are going to compare the mechanics, like their abilities to each other. And then maybe like their power level compared to the game itself, And I feel like that might be kind of interesting as all. And then at the end, I'm going to give my own personal opinion of which one I think is better. And I plan on doing this with monsters. I plan on doing this with classes, races, and ancestries. All sorts of cool stuff like that. So that's my plan with it. And I'm kind of excited about it. I think it'll be a lot of fun. It's a no-pressure series. It's not like... It's all just my opinions. It's not anything else. It's just going to be a fun little series. So I am going to post a picture of my progress now that I think I'm done with my silver for now. I don't know.
Wow, you're like cruising. I'm still on like this other, just trying to do blue.
Yeah, but I was just doing a base color, and you know how quick I do base colors.
There is a Reaper MSP colored called Dirty Bone, and I can't stop laughing. Also, apparently, I'm 12. We're all
Dirty Bone.
12.
Who said that?
Roll stats. We're all 12.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, dude. I'd actually, that would be a cool paint. I actually was talking with somebody from Reaper about their sponsorship program. And what they do is they give you like $350 worth of stuff, but they want you to use their paint and they want you to do like, not necessarily tutorials, but basically tutorials. Like they want you to like finish a piece, and when you finish a piece, that's considered one article, and they want you to do like so many of them. And so we've talked about it. Paula seems really interested in it, but the problem is we'd have to spend like all that money on their paint.
Yeah, we don't own any of their paint. We're not like fancy paint people because like, you know, we're just doing what we have.
There's my guy. I just sent pictures for you guys. So that's where I'm at so far. I've just got the silver down. I'm cool with it though. All right, now I feel like I need to do the blue because I could start working on the cape thing. Oh, thanks for stopping in, Dwayne. I hope you enjoy your dinner. Come on, drip. There we go. I'll try one drip. Yeah, dude, we're gonna definitely post pictures. I'm glad you joined us. Let's add some more water. Water it down a little.
So we have our Descent game on Saturday.
Oh, I need to message the group. I haven't done that.
I thought about that today, where I was like,
I almost did. I forgot.
I'll do it right now. Be
yeah,
like,
do it. All right.
Be like Saturday game night.
Yes, it'll be fun. We are in Vanthiper Villas. We'll see how that goes. Oh, this looks good. This looks so good.
Does it?
I mean, I love this. I just like this color. I mean, that's why my logo kind of has this color too.
Oh, the turquoise?
Yeah, I love turquoise. Like, ever since I was a kid, like, turquoise has been one of my favorites.
I actually really like it. I loved it when we were at the house in Celine and I painted the kids' room turquoise.
Did you really?
Yeah, you didn't like that?
I don't remember.
Yeah, it was turquoise, like this matte turquoise.
Like the room that ended up becoming ours?
The room that was ours and we moved out of it, remember?
That room was turquoise?
Yeah, I painted it turquoise.
I really don't remember. I really don't remember it being turquoise.
You don't remember? It looked so good after I painted it.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, right now, it complete blank.
I'm so offended that it took so long to paint, too.
I don't remember stuff like that, usually.
You mean like what rooms looked like in houses? Or what?
No, I mean like color stuff. Like, 2 years later when I've stopped thinking about that house for the most part.
Yeah, but we've only painted like a handful of places.
I don't remember turquoise ever being a room color that we've had in the house.
Yeah, I painted it and then like 2 months later we moved. Remember?
I do remember moving pretty quickly after we did like a bunch of cool stuff.
All
like
the bookshelves,
the new lights,
like white, and we installed all these new lights. And I painted their room turquoise, and I
remember redoing the
blue.
room. I do remember you painting the bookshelves because I was like, really? Why are you doing that?
And it looked so good when I was done with all of it.
You didn't paint everything though. Like it still had the brown backing of the shelves. Remember? Because you didn't paint the inside of the cubbies of the white shelves.
I did.
Not all of them, though.
Yeah, I did.
You got up on the top and did the big long one, too?
Yes.
Oh, I thought I didn't like that, and you left it. I still don't remember turquoise, though.
Oh my gosh. No, it was terrible. Yeah, because I got this paint. Like, so clearly there are different types of like, you know, wall paint.
I remember you doing
like
your
that.
office in the basement that color.
And no, this was a different turquoise. But I bought this paint and I went to the store and I was like, look, I've got these two crazy kids. Like, what type of paint do you paint in their room? And
the latex.
And he was like, this paint's gonna piss you off when you paint it. But, like, this is what you want to use for a kid's room. And it was latex. And it required, like, some of it, like, I had to put on, like, 3 coats. Like, because it was so thin.
I do remember that.
It did not cover very well at all. But then, like, once it was on, guys, it looked so good.
I do remember that.
But, yeah, no, it was definitely turquoise.
I don't know why I can't remember that.
I don't know. Because I thought, oh, turquoise is a great, like, neutral color, right? Because Lily's
not neutral
like...
at all.
No, it is.
No,
like,
I would not say turquoise is neutral.
Lily wanted pink sparkle paint, okay?
Yeah, maybe like, between the two kids. But, like, if you're selling a house, you don't say, look at this neutral turquoise. No, turquoise is a bold-ass color that does not sell houses unless it's, like...
Well,
unless they have kids.
Like, they looked good as hell in that room. That's all I'm saying.
It's a critical, says, watching while working. LOL. Well, hopefully you don't get in trouble, and we appreciate you joining us.
Also, I hope you enjoy your job, because, like, it's cool when people like their job.
Yeah, what do you do for a living? Now that we're going to pull you away from working and have you message what you do for a living.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we shouldn't do that.
Oh, no, he should answer. The curiosity will kill me. Okay, and then there's more, like, from the armpit area is this color, too. Jeez, this brush.
He's having so many issues over there, and I'm still painting with, like, the original brush he was painting with that he said was, like...
The original brush, yes, the big one. I'm still using the frayed one.
I'm using the big one.
I'm trying to do my basing with the frayed. And then I figure I'll go back and fix things with the good brush where I won't mess things up. I feel like that's my strategy here.
That's what he's thinking.
I work with kids with special needs. Oh, okay, cool.
Aww.
That's a noble job. Did you always know you wanted to do that, or?
That sounds very cool.
I used to know somebody who was going to school, like they knew at a young age they wanted to work with special needs. They don't do that now, but she was definitely interested in high school and stuff. She was very involved at her church and things like that.
My boss's wife does.
Yeah.
Or whatever, works with kids with special needs. Yeah, because she's trying to figure out what they're going to do about the school year. Because social distancing with children with special needs is probably extremely difficult. And online learning with kids with special needs is also extremely difficult. So, just,
Yep. All right. I think he's starting to look okay already. I'm kind of digging it a little bit.
Like you're feeling pretty good about it?
A little bit. I mean... I don't love it, but I think he's looking solid.
So I decided to paint this part brown.
Okay.
Even though, so I don't know if it's going to look stupid that part of it's brown and the rest of it's blue, but it is what it is, guys.
Yeah.
We're going to see how it goes. Yeah.
It's alright. I did the half shield turquoise just like his cape so far.
Yeah, he's super bright.
I know. It's the opposite direction I was originally thinking of going. But he's going to darken up when I do the washes on his cape. It'll end up looking darker. The shield is probably still going to look like that. I might do, I don't know, should I do the other half gold? Gold and turquoise? Is that okay or is that bad? Fell in the field, but been doing it for 8 years now. Oh, that's crazy. That's a long time for something you just fell into. Although that's like me at electronics. I just kind of like fell into it.
Sometimes you just don't know what, you know.
I was a natural.
And you're like, oh, look, I'll just do this thing over here. And then you're like, hey, this is working out pretty well. You know?
Yup.
Sometimes that's just how life is.
Yeah, I kind of like this. I think this is going to look good. This may have been the perfect mini for me to do. It's so simple. I'm posting the picture in the Discord for you guys again.
Wow, you're like chugging along.
Yeah, I'm inspired to do it a certain way. I don't know. I feel good now that I've seen the idea for what I wanted.
Yeah?
I think so. I mean, it doesn't look far off from what I'm looking at of the other one that I showed you guys already. So far.
Well, that's good.
Mm-hmm. There, pictures are posted. Wow, it is. You know what? Oh, yeah. The reason that's instant is because this is the live thing. The YouTube is probably not showing that yet.
The YouTube.
The YouTubers. Perfect. Yeah, I kind of like that. I think that's looking good. All right. So I could do gold now.
Did Rollstats get his beer? Has he recovered?
I have no idea. I'm drinking some water. Because I don't drink a lot of beer.
Yeah, I'm like halfway done with my water.
Yeah, how's your mini coming? I haven't even looked at yours. This is the first time in a long time. Oh, okay. He's very blue.
Yes.
I'm blue. Ah-ba-dee-da-ba-die, da-ba-dee-da-ba-die, da-ba-dee-da-ba-die.
I can see him dancing now.
I have a blue house with a blue window.
I'm sure he'll turn out fine.
Maybe.
Oh, thanks for the vote of confidence. You're like over there, like mine's amazing, and you're like,
I mean,
well,
look,
maybe yours is gonna be good.
We all know.
Maybe yours will turn out.
We all know,
too,
first of all, that mine is not going to be as good as yours. It doesn't matter.
You know, maybe
my color choice might be better.
It's not gonna be so great.
My color choice might be okay. We will see. I'm not banking on that right now, though. I don't know if I can paint this like cross. I'll do that last. I can do the buttons. There we go. Let's do the buttons. So those are just circles. I'm still using the crummy brush because then I got an excuse for my mistakes.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, you gotta have the built-in excuse. Okay, these are not ready for the gold because the silver's still wet and the turquoise right next to it is still wet.
How is it still wet? How much paint did you put on there?
All of the paint. All of the paint. Oh, I don't know. Okay, well, let's get this other sword that's still in the sheath painted silver. Like the handle, I mean. And then I just got to keep telling myself, once I add the wash at the end, this is going to be sweet, and it'll be okay if I made mistakes. The wash will fix it all.
I mean, like, I don't know if it's magic like that.
It's magic like that. It has to be for me.
Dude, okay, so we went tonight and got McDonald's for him and the kids. And there was this, like, robotic looking toy that came with...
There's a story I don't know.
With, like, their Happy Meals or whatever. So you would look through the eye of the robot and anything that was giving off light would look like a rainbow because it explained it had, like, a prism built into it and, you know, that splits light into a rainbow or whatever. Well, initially... They looked at me through the robot and they were like, Mommy, you're covered in rainbow. And I said to him, I said, you know why I'm covered in rainbow? Caleb's like, why are you covered in rainbow? And I'm like,
because I'm magic.
Because I'm a fairy. Guys, just pro tip, the next like hour was full of them running through the house, looking at things, trying to find rainbows, and claiming it was all magic. They're like, everything is magical. And then at the end, Lily's like, I mean, it's really like everything in the world really is so magical. You know, I'm just like, yeah, man, it's all magical.
Yeah, man.
Like,
yeah, man, I totally get it. It's all magical, you know?
Oh my gosh.
It's all magical.
Shush.
Woohoo and stuff. Well, like, woohoo and stuff. You know what that's from?
No.
It's from a movie.
Oh, well, I mean, like, clearly I assume.
It's from Cheech and Chong, dang
there
it.
was probably some. We have.
It's Cheech and Chong.
We have Cheech
Shoot
and Chong records, but I haven't listened
Shoot
to
the
them.
moon! It's like, he's all freaking out. Are those movies on Netflix? I think one of them is.
I think they are.
Is it? I think that's Up in Smoke. I kind of want to watch it now. Where she like does that weird shit with her tongue, and like it folds like a deck of cards. You know what I'm talking about? You've never watched any Cheech and Chong, have you?
I've watched one.
And you don't remember it.
But I do have their records.
Yeah, but that doesn't help when I'm talking about a girl folding her tongue like a deck of cards. It's like, and it makes like a sound like that. You're like, it sounds like a deck of cards from my recollection. I don't know. I haven't seen it since I was a kid.
Really?
Yeah.
That sounds interesting.
I watched it at Jose's house.
Well, I mean, maybe we'll check it out. Do you guys know what he's talking about? I feel like you're just making things up.
Staking out the house or whatever, and like I think inside the house she like does coke or something, and then she starts acting all like crazy and does stuff with her tongue, and yeah, that made it sound really sexual. It's not sexual.
I mean, like that did make it sound that way.
It's not sexual.
All right.
I'm gonna let him dry a little.
You know, like whatever you say is fine.
I think I like it. I'm gonna let it dry a little because I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Yup. Yeah, Up in Smoke is on Netflix. Dave's Not Her Man. Paul, by the way, welcome. Thank you. Dude, Melchior's here. Where have you been all my life? Are you painting minis, Melchior? What about you, Paul? You painting with us? This is great. I think he's coming along. Can I get a yellow?
Yeah, here's yellow.
Maybe I'll just do his hair real quick.
Smoke is on
Netflix.
Yeah. Dave's Not Her Man.
I don't remember that exactly.
I don't know. Apparently I need to know. I don't know that like Cheech and Chong was never my thing. It was like
it's a good movie.
It's like a Monty Python kind of like,
oh, no,
you know, like if you want, like for me, like that would be like, you know, more. Not tonight watching The Simpsons. Great excuse. I get that. Because The Simpsons is on Disney Plus. And I know this because when my 1.5-year-old wakes up in the middle of the night, guess who thinks The Simpsons is a cartoon? My 1.5-year-old.
It is a cartoon.
Like, guess who? Yeah, but he thinks it's like for kids. He loves it. He sits down and watches it, and like, it's way better at 3:00 in the morning than
Mickey Mouse.
Watching Mickey Mouse, because Mickey Mouse at 3:00 in the morning makes you just want to die. You're just like, you know what? No, you can't pump up the trombone in order to get your butt stuck out of the horn area of the trombone. Like it's just like weird stuff where he's like,
Mickey Mouse does have some weird stuff.
We're gonna use the bike pump to pump up the trombone to get Goofy's butt stuck out of the trombone, and you're just like, you know, like I appreciate
some dumb stuff.
I appreciate the fact that you're trying to address issues that, you know, people have.
They're problem solving.
Only assuming that, you know, a bike pump can pump up a tire. Like, that's what they're trying to take care of. Like, what's that? Fundamental attribution error or something like that people develop?
They're just trying.
So they're trying to address that. But, like,
creative.
you know, I'm just saying, like, this is why my kids are also looking through the robot eye and think the world's magical. I'm just saying, at 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm going with The Simpsons. That's all.
You're a hater on the Mickey Mouse. Paula is a hater on the Mickey Mouse.
Oh, gosh. Like,
100%.
She just seems so, like, I don't know.
She's a hater on the Mickey Mouse.
Like, it's tough.
There you go. Prime that centaur. I'm still looking for suitable paints, and I've probably been right here for most of your life. What? No, you haven't. You're not here at every stream anymore. We notice when you're not here because it's oddly quiet and we don't hear about types of wood. Ask for all stats.
We missed you, and, like, you weren't here. We had questions about wood grain, and, like, you were not here.
Yeah, what were we painting?
Questions.
We were painting a staff for the tiefling, is what it was.
Painting the table?
No, it was the staff for the tiefling.
Oh, yeah. We didn't know what color to paint it, so now it's just, like, this generic brown. Like, I don't know.
We don't know what kind of wood that is.
Good enough. I don't know if it's, like... We needed your professional opinion because it's just hard to know what to do sometimes, you know?
Our life is not complete without you.
Our life can be difficult. Decision making is hard.
All right, let's try to paint the eagle on his chest.
Okay, I found made a great green for this.
For what, the eagle on his chest?
No, for his, like, little bedroll thing. I assume this is a bedroll. I don't know, you guys. I mean, like, I feel like it looks like it, so I'm just going to go for it.
This is not ready.
What?
No, I can't do it.
Why?
It's, like, mixing with the paint underneath. It's not ready. I just got to leave it alone. This all has to just dry.
It sounds like you just put too much paint on.
No, it just needs to dry. He's got yellow hair, though.
Holy...
I mean, when I add the wash, it won't be yellow.
Batman.
And when I highlight and add a little bit of the gold to it, it'll look more brown, like, you know. I don't know. Maybe I'll just add some brown to it. I don't know. I got to get brown for the belt eventually, too. I'm stuck right now. I got to wait. My professional opinion is very amateur. Why? Because you haven't been paid yet? Dude, we got to fix that. Okay. I have the... Melchior says I have the Nosier Elf Wizard set, but I'm still trying to figure out which paint to use. I think the only paint my local toy store has is the model paint. Model paint would be fine, dude.
Yeah.
Model paint's perfect. It's a good consistency and everything. It's made for these types of things.
Yeah, just get what you can and just, like, you know.
Yep. Right now, go get
Wing it.
You're in Australia. I'm sure it's open, right? Paul says, I understand that. Not the biggest Mickey Mouse fan either. It's just they do some dumb stuff. Like, oh, we're going to bounce on the ball to get Mickey out of the tree. Like,
and, like, why does Minnie have tennis shoes with high heels? Like, why do all of her shoes have heels? Like, even her tennis shoes, like, I'm going to roller skate, and it's, like, freaking heels. And it's just, like, no. Just, like, wear some regular shoes. Why do you have to do that?
Are you sure?
You know? No, I'm serious. Like, it's a chronic problem. Her and Daisy...
Wait, this is coming from the lady I met who wore nothing but high heels the first 4 years we were together, even while pregnant, when I told her not to wear high heels. You're complaining about how much Minnie Mouse wears high heels?
Well, I just think it's unpractical. Like,
coming from the woman who said tennis shoes are impractical for herself.
I didn't go for a run. Like... I work in an office. Like,
roll stats. Okay, my Minnie looks like hot garbage, guys.
Okay, so do you need some help?
I'm feeling pretty good. Roll stats.
We can help you fix it. Let's try and help you fix it.
That's hilarious. Oh, Sally messaged us.
Yeah. about the school district in Missouri that asked parents to sign waivers about COVID.
Yeah, no. Let's not get into that. That's pretty nuts. All right. So before that, Melchior said, the stupid antics of Disney in trying to keep Mickey Mouse under copyright tempts me to make my own cartoon characters. Mickey Mouse and Ronald Duck, for example. I bet you could, but I don't know how good they would do. Hot garbage might be your voice. Fun fact. Oh, here we go. Melchior's fun facts. Mickey Mouse's ears always look the same.
Yes!
No matter what angle you look at him from.
Yes, they never overlap each other. Never. Oh, dude, it's
True.
so weird. It's just like, what happened to your face? Like, you turned and your ears stayed in the same place. Like, it's like his ears are on
magical,
wheels
dude.
on his head.
You know what?
It's so...
Magic.
No, but it only happens with Mickey and Minnie.
Magic.
And nobody else has, like, traits like that. It's so weird.
Straight up magic. I bet you ICP has a song about it called Magic instead of Miracles.
Like, I know. It's so bad, you guys. So bad. Okay.
I think, you know what? No, I don't know. Maybe it's because I watered the paint down. So it's taken longer to dry.
Yeah, or you put it on too thick and you watered it down, which is also a possibility.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not. I mean, it's not dry. It's kind of gummy when I touch it with my finger. That's good, right?
I mean, that just means it's in a phase of drying. Like,
okay.
Stop touching it. Like, don't touch it.
That's like the number of
dry.
stripes which are supposed to appear on Rupert Bear's trousers. It's a rule. Mickey Mouse and Ronald Duck are Muppets. Are they really? Are they really Muppets? That would make complete sense, actually. Like, hey, let's get in on this Disney money with the Muppets. So I got a new green screen. Came in the mail today. I'm really excited about it. In fact, while this is drying, I'm going to put that bar in that I was talking about.
Ooh, on your green screen.
Yeah, because right now it's only like 4 feet wide. I need to make it about 6 to 8 feet.
Oh, and then, so how many more episodes before we do the dragon?
2. After these are painted.
2 more episodes until the dragon, you guys. We should get that out and at least show them what it looks
We'll show
like.
them at the end of the stream tomorrow.
Okay,
that's
I guess you guys are not allowed to see it till tomorrow. Like, I was trying to get you, like, a preview going or something like that.
It makes sense to wait till tomorrow.
Why?
Because then, like, you don't do it now, because then they'll miss tomorrow, because they'll be like, well, why are we staying for this when we can watch the dragon on Friday? Or next week.
Well, they want to see both, clearly.
Maybe.
They want to watch how awesome it's going to turn out. I mean,
there we go.
I don't know. It's hard sometimes when they're that big. That
That's what she
Cthulhu. Oh my gosh.
You walked into it. I had to. You can't not do that. Okay.
I mean, like, you can.
No.
Like,
no.
You know?
Too perfect. All right, come on. Get in the hole. All right. That should be good. Wow, that's really big just from adding the one bar though.
Yeah, it is really big.
Okay, there.
Apparently, I didn't walk into that one.
I bit my tongue that time. You told me I needed to. So.
Whatever. Oh my gosh.
It's true.
Okay.
You said it in a way too that was like you wanted me to say something. I was just like, I'm not touching it with a 10-foot pole.
Clearly.
All right. How's that look? You think that looks good?
I mean, I don't know what it's supposed to look like. It's just like green fabric.
Well, I know, but I mean...
I know, but like how much, you know... Steal his paintbrush.
Why are you stealing my paintbrush?
Shh. Shh. Shh.
Why?
Shh. This has nothing to do with you.
He knew. He heard.
Because I gave you the small one, that's also the long one. And so it's nice to get into little areas. You know?
I suppose.
I'm just saying.
I think that looks good.
That looks great. It's looking wonderful.
You think so?
Yeah.
You have no idea, though.
I looked. I was literally just looking. I had to look away so I could paint, but you know, I'm paying attention. I know what's up. I know what's going down.
Okay. You said you didn't before.
I know what's happening.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that'll be good. And then I just got to steam it to get the seams out.
Yeah.
But that'll be a lot better than the other one.
You just made me mess up.
I didn't make you do anything.
You did.
I'm going to post it so they know what I'm talking about.
Distracting me.
What? Because I was bending over and trying to do the green screen stuff?
Oh my gosh, you're ridiculous.
The Muppets are part of the Disney Empire. Are they really?
Yeah.
Well, that sucks. Oh, I guess they are on Disney Plus.
How did you
Straight
not
up,
notice that?
screw Disney. I will never forgive them for what they did to Star Wars. Dude, they did a great job with Star Wars.
Oh wait, hold on. Did you not like the last one?
Apparently not. Most people don't.
Really?
Most like diehards.
I mean, like, though, I feel like they made a mistake. I don't know if I should say this. Like, is it okay for me to talk about the movie? Did you just...
It had the F-bomb. I had to remove it.
Oh, okay.
Gosh.
Censorship, you guys.
Mickey Mouse and Ronald Duck appeared in an episode of The Muppet Show. That's long before Disney got their grubby paws on the Muppets and ruined the whole franchise, as usual. Mickey's ears aren't as bad as Peppa Pig's eyes. Oh my gosh, Peppa Pig and his nose off the side of his head. I hate Peppa Pig. Hate Peppa Pig. Isn't it Peppa, not Pepper?
Yeah, it's Peppa Pig.
I hate Peppa Pig.
Peppa Pig is great.
No.
What are you talking about?
There's nothing great about that art. There's nothing great about it.
Guys, so Saturday morning was like it was Saturday or Sunday morning? I don't remember which one. It was going kind of rough. And I was like, you know what? I can't do this. And I went to YouTube and I was like, please play Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. And like the kids glued.
Yeah, Mr. Rogers is great.
Like, and apparently...
It's very soft, like the way he speaks, I think, makes kids pay attention.
So, apparently,
that's why you're told to whisper to your kids.
Like, you can watch all full-length episodes on YouTube for free, and it's highly recommend, just saying.
Melchior says, the trouble with Disney is the same trouble most big corporations have. They try to dumb down everything to kid level. In the process, they destroy the genre and the value. Like, I don't feel like they destroyed it. Like, I'm not someone who's up on the lore. I felt like it was good for me.
Did they you feel like they destroyed
Star Wars and
Star
stuff.
Wars?
That's what it sounds like.
Really?
I mean, I can't argue. I mean, I'm not like a diehard. Like, I'm a diehard fan of like other things, like sports or but I'm not a purist either. Like baseball, I'm totally for having like video replays of like the strike zone, like, you know, all that stuff. Like I think that would be better anyway because it would at least be accurate, and I think that's more important to the sanctity of the game than using a person who's, you know, flawed, personally. Disney destroyed the Star Wars genre. The films they made had well-made stories, but they weren't Star Wars stories. So what would be a Star Wars? Like, what would you do differently, Melchior? I'm very curious. Movies aside, that's another story. They essentially erased canon. Gone. What canon did they erase?
Yeah, we don't know.
Tell us.
We're not VIP, you guys.
Like, I've watched all the movies.
Guys,
that's about
we
it.
didn't get the t-shirts.
What t-shirts?
We're not
Oh.
Master of the Game VIPs.
The
Like,
t-shirts.
we didn't get the t-shirts.
We're not Star Wars VIPs with
you
$50
guys
shirts.
you guys can be VIPs. But like, we're not on that level.
True.
So we need you to tell us.
True.
Like, what's up? You know?
Yes, I agree.
But I never got into the Star Wars lore. I don't know. Okay, you guys. I don't know that I get into anything like that.
We were just talking about that last night. Paula's looking for her thing.
I like a lot of different things, but I am not super in to anything. Like, if you decide...
She's casual about a lot of things.
Yeah, with basically everything. You know? So I feel like that's my relationship with Star Wars. Like, it's just like, I can take it at face value. Even with the Lord of the Rings.
I can do that with movies, though.
I loved the Lord of the Rings. I loved the books. I read all the books. Like, I knew everything about the characters in the books and what was going on. But, like, I didn't read, like, fan fiction later or anything like that. Like, I didn't get that into it, and I wasn't like devastated if something changed.
True.
You know, because it's just like you just like kind of take the movie as the movie, and it's this like
it's its own
slightly
thing.
Different story, and you're just like, yeah. I mean, same thing with like Hunger Games, right? I read all the books there.
Did you read all the books?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even realize you read all those books.
And like, it's just like, oh, it is what it is. Like, you know, some aspects were a little bit different or whatever. Like, it was fine. Like, I would have done things slightly different, but it's also fine to be...
Okay. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. Paul says that needed to be done. The EU was just a huge mess with the different levels of canon that were implemented. So the EU was the stuff, it was the books. And there were, like, early books and later books. And I remember people loving those books. Like, and in a lot of instances, considering it canon. Like, a lot of good stuff in there from what I've heard over the years. But yeah, I've never read the books. Melchior says, I can watch the Disney-made Star Wars movies so long as I detach them from the Star Wars genre in my mind before watching. Same as the Lord of... Yeah, exactly. It's its own thing. Paul Ross says, they were all space opera, all 9. Yeah, I don't think that's a problem, though. Melchior, admittedly, George Lucas didn't do so well himself with Episode 1 and the introduction of the midichlorians. It would have been better without that plot point. The Drake, Melchior, why did you bring up the M word? The M word.
Midichlorians.
Oh, midichlorians. Paul, Battle Royale is so much better than the Hunger Games. Yeah, I don't know if we've seen that. I mean, I know I haven't. Have you seen Battle Royale, Paula?
I have not. Like, what is that? Tell me about it. Sell me on it, Paul. Like,
yeah, sell her.
I want to hear about it, because I like stuff like that, like Hunger Games, or, you know, like Handmaid's Tale or Maze Runner, or like The Giver, or any of that sort of dystopian.
I liked Maze Runner more than I think Hunger Games.
Is like prime time for me.
Maze Runner was the bomb diggity. And we saw that by fluke. So I won, or was given, free movie passes to see just that movie. And I was like, I don't know anything about it, but we can go see a free movie. And she was like, all right, let's go. And then we really liked it. We were like, that was really good.
Didn't we get like some free tickets or something?
Yeah, I got it for my volunteer time at a convention.
Yeah. And we were like, there's nothing there. I'm like, oh, let's just see this.
Well, no, it was only for
right?
that. No, it was only for that. It had to be that movie. Because I don't think it was doing well at that theater. Oh my gosh. Really? They're making this so hard. But yeah, we liked that. But yes, Paula loves movies that like are depressing as hell. Like, that's really the best way to say it. Loves stuff like that. The more depressing, the better. Because then she can go, you know what? Our reality is not so bad after all. I mean, everyone's getting COVID, no problem. At least we're not killing each other for a loaf of bread. You know?
I mean, like, yeah, but also...
Lucas said a long while back that the one thing which would have connected all of the films would be the two robots and droids. Yeah, that's true. But he also he had a lot of loopholes, and people just explained not loopholes, a lot of, whatchamacallit, plot holes that the fans filled in and justified for him. And, you know, his movies weren't any better. Like, that's all I'm getting at, is, like, he made a lot of mistakes too.
It's just they're like the original, and so it's everything you base everything else off of on, right?
Yeah, kind of.
You know, I think that's kind of how people do things. Like, oh, well, I like the first one, so, you know.
Yeah.
Therefore, I don't like the rest. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's not a big deal. I don't know. I'm just saying, I think I usually just take the movie as the movie and, like, the book as the book.
Yes.
You know, like, they're just two different things.
100%. That's how you
know,
have to
and if you just kind of approach it that way, then you're not going to be, like, disappointed.
Yeah, but people had really high hopes. I think the bigger issue is they went into it with expectations, like, of it being more than just action movies. But that's all any Star Wars movie is in the first place.
You can only do so much in a movie. Like, it's only going to be so good. And if you're really into it, it's never going to really live up to your standards, right? Like, because your standards are so high and your expectations are so big. Like, is it really going to, you know, is it really going to make it?
This other shoulder pad doesn't even look like the cross on the other one. It's just a blob. So, whatever.
Are you upset about it?
It's just the detail on this Reaper Bonesman is not very good in certain spots. I don't know. The eagle looks terrible on mine, but on this one on the damn thing, it's like amazing looking.
Oh, well, it always looks perfect, and like when you Google image it or look it up on Pinterest.
Like, I couldn't even see his face. Like, I had no idea where the hairline was looking at this at all when I was trying to do it.
Well,
again, my lighting's not the best, but still, like,
it's not that bad.
Right. There we go. I just made it better. Ooh, will it reach? Will it reach? Will it reach? It will.
Ooh.
Look at that. I could have just done this.
Rollstat says Star Wars movies are not action movies. They are modern mythology.
Sure.
Okay, man.
I mean, yeah, I agree, but, you know, that doesn't mean it's not an action movie.
Like, I mean, there's action in it.
That's
right?
So much better. I should have been doing this before, actually.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So I mean, I do like the Star Wars movies, though.
I love the movies.
They are really good movies, and you know, I do think that they did a pretty good job. But I did not like the fact that at the end he died. Like that was not the right choice.
That was the right choice.
No, because you had a character that went through this great like character arc and this dynamic character, and it was just like, oh, it just like ended at like the same, like there just wasn't enough falling action, right? Isn't that the part of the story?
Sure.
Right? Like, you had this, like, rising action and this, like, you know, I don't know.
Does this look good or no?
Like, it's looking fine. You got paint all over that handle, though.
Did I?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I've got one thing of blue right there. Whoop-de-doo. It's fine. Like, the handle's going to get paint on it. Like,
no, but I like
you're getting the handle yourself here soon. I'm going to buy you one. Don't worry. We'll get you one without the clips, so you won't have to worry about even the nubs getting in the way. You'll be set. It'll be perfect.
So this guy's looking pretty okay.
Yeah, it looks pretty blue.
I know. He does.
I like it. Don't get me wrong.
He'll come around. Don't worry.
All right. I need brown.
It's gonna make it happen.
I really need brown. Whoa, that was a lot of brown. This is a little bit watery.
Is it?
What now?
Is it?
Yeah, the brown was a little watery. It dripped out like running water, and I didn't even squeeze it.
Huh.
Oh man, trying to get into these small spots. Roll stats. That blue was too watered down. That was my issue, I think, before. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm. Is that it?
It's running into spots. Still.
Wow, how much paint did you put on there?
It's not the paint, it's that it was watered.
You know?
It's watery.
It's not, though.
Battle Royale is set in a future Japan where a busload of students wake up on a bus for a field trip, surrounded by the army until they or kill each other as it's a form of population control. Yeah, sure. An Animal Farm is a story about animals on the surface. It's meant to be read as allegory. Using big words like allegory, man. Roll stats says, I mean, you can reduce everything to basic elements, but the whole is greater than the parts. That's kind of the point of art. Sure. Right,
so,
do the grip brown.
What we were talking about was...
Roll stats being too smart for me.
I mean, I'm sorry.
It's true. Everybody's smarter than me. It's all right. That's not a bad thing. Like, we've talked about this. I'm smart about other things. Like, you ask me sports trivia, I got this. A lot of 90s pop culture references, I got this. Ask me about, like, TV shows of the 90s, I might know about it. Like, I'll answer those trivial questions.
Also, he can, like, look at things and, like, understand how they work. I feel like.
That is kind of true.
Where, you know,
I can think about the process and fix things. Like, I figure it out.
He's like, oh, yeah, I took apart the dryer and, like, this is clearly wrong. And you're just like... I remember
that. You were, like, blown away. And you're like, have you ever, like, opened a dryer before? I was like, nope.
And I'm just like, I don't know how you do that. Like, that's not something I can do.
Have you ever tried?
If you want me to, you know...
The question is, have you ever tried to figure it out?
I mean, yeah, but, like, you look at it and it's just, like, stuff together.
Yup.
You know, like, if you, like, pop the hood of
you
a
kind of
car,
identify the pieces.
There's
like,
just,
what looks
like,
like
pieces
it's
of metal
what?
in places. And, like, I don't know how somebody would know what it would do.
Are you for real?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, you know, Lily wants me to help her with some calculus homework. We're fine. But, like, you know, if I gotta take something apart, you know.
But I'm the dumb one. And that's just the truth of it. Each student is given a backpack with a random weapon from a frying pan to guns and sent out into the wild. Several kids kill themselves, embrace the killing. It's a lot more dark than Hunger Games. That sounds way better.
Ooh.
As to me being missing, I can't often show up for some of your live streams because they stream at 3 a.m. my time. Oh, excuses. Oh. Set an alarm. I'm kidding, man. I get it. Allegory. A story with a religious or moral meaning. Oh, gotcha. So Star Wars is not an action movie. It is modern mythology. Piece of metal in places. Yeah, that's how Paula describes it.
That's true. Like,
Yeah, I don't know.
you know, there's just like stuff there. So guys, okay, so Lee and I used to work at the same company. And
She moved up faster than me in like a year and a half.
They made circuit boards
compared to my 8 years.
Right? And so he would like write the plans on how to like make the circuit boards or whatever. And
the instructions, yeah.
Yeah, when I started there, I just worked on like the floor. Like the like soldering and stuff like that. Anyway, so at one point I moved into this like conformal coat room where you just like you
run a machine that squirts it with
conformal coating. It would sort of be like large scale airbrushing,
liquid lamination.
Yeah, for circuit boards so that they're waterproof, right? So at one point we get this like super fancy machine
Didn't you break the needle?
That's gonna do it faster than what we can do it, and it's gonna be like this amazing thing. And like they're like, Paula, you know what you're doing. Like, Justin, you know what you're doing. You guys are gonna program this machine.
Justin was pretty stupid though.
And like we're just like looking at each other, and I'm just like, okay.
He'll tell you too. He's like, I'm dumb.
So I have to take apart this machine. I took like 800 pictures on how to take apart the machine and put it together because I was like, there's zero chance I'm gonna be able to put this back together. So I take all these pictures, right? And Justin's watching me.
He's like, what are you doing?
And we like get it all situated and, you know, get it all put back together or whatever. And then we're like ready to go. It's like this program, we had pre-programmed it to spray this board in certain places. So we had already told it like what to do. So we're demonstrating to the like operations manager people how this works and how we've like gone through and like programmed this, and like we're such great employees because we know how to program this and like all of this stuff, right? And so we're like, you ready for it? Like we hit the button.
Bam!
And the machine like the top of it moves over to where the board is. And I had forgotten to put it at the right height, and it goes down, right?
The Z-axis.
Like, the whole needle broke off of the top and went flying, and it's just, like, spraying conformal coat everywhere.
So there's this pouch.
All because I literally couldn't put it back together.
There's this pouch on his back. Can you go between his arm and hit the back of it there since you have the skinny brush? Can you? Please? Now.
Excuse me, I was in the middle of telling my story.
I know, but this is way more important. This is about mini painting, not electronics.
Look, I was trying to be entertaining.
Whoa. Oh, that's cool. I never noticed that. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Never mind, it's not that cool.
Okay, what do you want me to paint?
Okay.
And what color am I painting?
Brown. Just brown. It's this pouch that's right here, like with a book or something in it. You got to go in between his arm there and hit the back of it. There might be a piece of the belt there, too. I got brown right here if you need brown.
Oh, no, I got brown.
Okay, cool. All right. Where are you, Melchior? He's in Australia. Oh, yeah, he just says, I'm in Australia, and it's not far past noon here. Yeah, that's crazy. Past noon?
Here you go.
Oh, you're talking about my 1 p.m. streams being at 3 a.m. Yeah, I'm not worried about those ones. It's the ones that we do at this time that you haven't been at.
Yeah, he doesn't care about his 1 p.m. streams, clearly.
Well, no, it's not that. I mean, you know. What's going on there? Did you get it?
Yeah.
You didn't get it all. The bottom of it's still got blue on it.
Would you? Oh.
You gotta make sure you get it good in there. See? What a low blow, Juice. That was a great story, Paula. It is a great story. I remember that.
There were so many, like, rough times.
Yeah, shortly after that, they moved her into the office for a reason. No, I'm just kidding. No, she ended up moving up like really quick. Within a year and a half, she was making more than I made in my first 8 years there. So yeah. And then it took me leaving and then them wanting me back like 2 years later because they fired my boss and because she couldn't do what I did. They hired like 3 people to replace me and it just wasn't working out. So then
is that acceptable to your standards?
they let her go. That looks much better. Yes, I approve. So they let her go, and they needed someone who could do her job as well as my old job. So they called me and offered me double what I made before. So I was like, yeah, let's do it. Let's roll. Oh, actually, sorry, I need your help again. On the other arm, there's the belt goes in there, and I can't get there either.
Okay, well, you're just going to have to wait a minute.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. He's looking so good that I can't wait anymore.
You can wait, and you're going to wait.
Oh, Paula.
Well, you could do it yourself.
No, I can't. You got the good brush that you took back. You stole the brush back. That was the whole thing. The whole thing going on here.
Well, I need this brush too, so.
I thought you had a brush.
Yeah, I do. I did take this one back because I needed the longer one, but I'll give it back to you. Just hold on a second.
Right.
Let me do a couple quick things.
It's all right. You said the hair was too yellow, so now I'm hitting it with this weird, like, yellow-brown mix. And, I don't know.
It's not working out well?
It's just not, I don't know. I'm not sure what I think. But it's 10:10. How much longer do you want to paint? Can you go in between here and hit the belt?
No, here's the brush.
Oh gosh,
take the
you're
brush.
Make it difficult on me.
No, because I'm trying to get all my base coat down, like in this stream.
Difficult.
Because I don't want to do like.
Just being difficult, guys. You heard it here first. Difficult. Wow, this brush makes it so much easier. We need more brushes like this. A lot more brushes like this. Like 20 of them. I could paint eyes with this brush.
I mean, like, you think you can. I know you think you can.
Oh, no, I can.
But, like,
I guarantee it.
I don't know what this is on the back of his pack. Like, I'm just not really sure.
Doesn't matter, does it?
Yeah, it's got this weird, like, loop.
That looks so good. I should have used this brush earlier. All right, let me see what I got over here. Oh, I closed it already. Never mind. I was going to say, what can I see? Okay. What a low blow. I'm in Vic, but fortunately I'm not close to all the virus infections. Sorry you have to live there, says the misplaced New South Welshman. Guys, I've realized that mini painting is kind of like fishing. It's really just an excuse to sit around and drink beer. I don't drink beer. I don't know. I thought fishing was an excuse for a dad to tell his son the facts of life. I'm sure it is, Melchior, but first he drinks a case of beer. It was an excuse for my dad to drink one time. He went with his mates and gear, came back bone dry. Most adults treat the facts of life like it's dragon treasure, and they're the dragon. It's ridiculous.
I mean, that's not, he's not wrong.
Something like that.
Dragon treasure.
Something like that.
I don't know what color these things are supposed to be. I don't know if these are little, like, tubes. Do you think they're tubes?
Do you?
I don't know. They kind of look like
Probably vials, since he's an alchemist. I mean, that would make a lot of sense, right?
They look like they kind of have this, like, strap across them.
Okay.
Can you pull up a picture of this miniature? Never mind. I'm going to do it on my phone because I'll be able to see something.
See, you're sitting here complaining about that anyway.
Oh boy. Hey,
Uh-oh. What is it?
I messaged the Descent to Avernus group and said Saturday game night, and I put a purple heart. And
Purple
Luke,
heart, like you're getting an award?
no, like a heart, but it's just purple.
Yeah, like the Purple Heart Award.
Okay, anyway, so then Luke replied back with like a firework, a skull, and another firework, and he said, "Giddy up."
Oh no. You guys are in trouble. That sounds like trouble. Why am I painting this gold? I didn't need to be gold. There we go. Let's get in there. Get it with that gold. Get it, get it, get it.
Okay.
Good enough.
All right. So, I was going to pull
Oh,
up
barking crickets here.
a picture of this guy. Okay, so Pathfinder, Alchemist,
20.
Iconic,
Yeah,
Mini.
that's fine. That should be fine. All right, I'm going to take a picture and post my progress, guys. I'm very proud so far. It's looking good.
Oh. Damn, people be like, wow, he looks really good when other people pay him.
A lot of minis look really good when people paint them.
I see. I see what's going on here.
What are they? Vials?
Yes, but they're in a pack.
Gotcha.
So it's like half of that makes sense. Got it.
Paul Ross says, I need to buy some more brushes. Got some Reaper brushes that are good, but want something better. Hey, Barking Cricket House Tricks. Are there any RPGs which have... Oh, yes, he posted a picture of his. Dude, yours looks fine. I mean, from the little tiny picture.
I can't see. Can you make it bigger?
No, the best I can do is right here. That's as big as it's going to get right there, Paula.
Oh.
It looks fine. It's just base color.
Roll stats are doing great. Like, plus that guy, yeah, he looks cool. Those are good color choices, too. You're doing fine.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it, man.
I told you you were being too hard on yourself. I told you.
Okay, there's my progress so far, guys. You can see it in the Discord there. Link below if you haven't joined it yet. Are there any RPGs which have little to no magic and use an alchemist or artificer instead? That's very specific. Been fair to middle... So, Warhammer.
What about...
Warhammer's low magic.
What about Adventures in Middle-earth? What do they have?
I don't think they have.
Like,
I don't think they have alchemists. They
yeah,
have
but
like no magic
sort
in the
of
core book. It's just a bunch of like the different stuff that's in Middle-earth. You know? You know what I'm saying?
Yep. So, okay. This is going to look great, you guys. It's going to look cool. Really, I have no idea if it's going to look great, but, like, I'm just hoping.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you look?
You're so dumb.
Whatever. You know, I took that when I did the green screen.
Oh, I didn't look at the picture. I just saw the words.
Yeah, there's a picture.
Gosh. You guys, he's like texting me from across the table. You're ridiculous.
You would have done the same thing.
You're ridiculous.
You would have done the same thing. You totally would have. Okay, this is a bad idea, but we're doing it. Oof. Oof. Get in there. Maybe I'll post it for the patrons.
No, you're not.
Are you a patron? You'll never know. I'm just kidding. Okay. My mini looks like a drunken preschooler tried to paint it, then kicked it around a little bit. The dog ate it and shat it out, but other than... Dude, it does not look like that. It actually looks good. So it's got some character. I'm not confident in my ability to paint the mini, but I'll have a go at it. Melchior, there are some low fantasy games like A Song of Ice and Fire, but not sure if they have alchemists and artificers. But most games you could remove the magic and just play with those. Yeah, I agree with that too. Just remove what you don't want and there you go. With some front-end work, Genesis with the Realms of Terranoth book can do it. If by character you mean hideously deformed, then yes, absolutely. It's not hideously deformed.
Oh my gosh. First
Your
of
mini
all,
is not
like,
bad,
it's
dude.
like a troll or something in
It's
the
an ogre.
first place. So, like, I mean, realistically, like, there's only so much you can do to make it beautiful. Right?
True.
Like, numero uno.
That is the truth. I for once, I agree with Paula.
For once. Uh-huh.
We don't always agree. That's just how it is. But I agree with Paula on this one. This is looking actually pretty good. He's not perfect by any stretch, but I'm content with how it's looking. This does not mean I'm going to paint minis every time we come on here, though, either. But tonight and tomorrow, I'm in.
Oh, like you're in for tomorrow, too.
Well, I got to finish him. Tomorrow's the washes, right? Tomorrow's the highlights, and he has to be done. Whatever at the end of tomorrow's stream, that's it, wherever he stands. Did you do a skin color yet?
Yeah.
Can you do mine?
I mean, like, there's... Yeah, you just have to pick a color.
Do the same color as your guy.
Okay.
I mean, my guy's blonde, but unless your guy's blue.
No, my guy's got gray hair.
Okay, so it probably would look fine.
Okay. Got gray hair.
I gotta fix the armor around his leg.
Gray hair.
But no, roll stats. Your mini actually looks really good, so I don't know what you're worried about.
Yeah, I don't know why you were...
Considering making my own RPG simpler than D&D, magic is difficult or dangerous to use. Undead are almost unknown. So technically the Dragon Age game is about as simple as it gets. It's 3d6. Magic is dangerous to use. You can actually die doing magic or summon a demon.
That's true. Yep.
It's a really good game. Yeah, if that's something you want, I mean, I would look at that if I were you. But yeah, I don't know. That's not what draws me into that system. So, I mean, I can't really, I don't know. It is what it is, I guess. I just like the game, like the world itself. Like, it's interesting to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dragon Age.
I mean,
universe is
yeah, I
sweet.
know. I haven't played it yet, though.
No,
like,
but
I
you
haven't
played the video
played
games.
the RPG.
The RPG does a good job of kind of mirroring the lore and stuff.
Well, I wouldn't know because, remember, I don't really pay attention.
What? Oh, to the lore. Yeah, you don't pay attention. Like I'm
it's
surprised how
true.
many times I'm like, yeah, you know how like blah blah blah, and you're like, what? And I'm like, come on, that's been like the theme for 3 games. How do you not know what's going on?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying about like just like, everything I do in my life where I'm just like, oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Why are you not focused? Because that's what I feel like it is. It's just lack of focus on the game.
No,
right?
like I don't know. I just don't know that it's like necessary to know to like play the game.
Well, no, it's
I
not
guess.
necessary to know the lore to beat the game, but that's kind of boring. Just like it's not necessary to role play D&D, but it's really boring if you don't. you know?
I mean, like that's fair, but still.
All right, so Roll Stats said, BN Drake said, straight out of BX, not pretty, but lethal. Roll Stats says, I like it, Melchior Wiseman. Tell me more. And then he says, he is beautiful no matter what you say. Words can't bring him down. He is beautiful every single day. Words can't bring him down. Don't bring me down today. There's my Aguilera for you. Melchior, I was thinking that an alchemist's potions could replace protection spells and an artificer's creations could replace attack spells, although some of the creations could require potions. Maybe combine alchemist and artificer so he's effectively a wizard, but a wizard which has to collect potion ingredients and create the potions during downtime to use later. I mean, that basically is preparing spells, so I mean, it's just reskinning mechanics. You could do that easily. Reading back through the chat, Melchior, the name derives from when Lucas was making one of his earlier films, American Graffiti. Sound editor Walter Murch states that he is responsible for the utterance which sparked the name for the droid. Murch asked for Reel 2 Dialogue Track 2 in the abbreviated form R2D2. That's how R2D2 got its name.
How do you know these
Lucas,
things?
who was in the room and had dozed off while working on the script for Star Wars, momentarily woke when he heard the request, and after asking for clarification, stated that it was a great name before going back to writing his script. Paul Ross said the same thing. He said, beat me to it. Barking Cricket, Wikipedia, LOL. And then Melchior said, that's a fun way to name a robot.
I mean, yeah.
It works. It makes sense.
Nobody
questions that name ever.
I didn't know there was that much thought put into
that little thought.
Yeah, like that's just literally how it came about. I mean, I guess it makes sense because like at work, when we're working on a project, I like to give it a nickname, like a code name. It makes it cooler. Like if you're just talking about something and you're like, oh yeah, yeah, that's kind of like what we're doing with like Operation Zoom. Like we'll just like name things,
just randomly.
And just like, yeah, like we use nicknames for meetings where we're like, oh, this is,
This is the bullshit nobody gives a shit about meeting.
Sales, merchandising, project planning, review, and integration. We're like, let's call it SMAPper. Like,
what do you call it?
SMAPper. Like
SMAPper?
We make up nicknames because like I don't have time to use all those words to describe what I'm talking about. Like,
you don't have time, hun. What were like the other day? You were talking about. Oh my gosh, what were you talking about when I texted you the first time? Like you were talking about something that grass length today. Like talking about how long grass is.
So what he's talking about is every morning for a half hour at the beginning of the day, our team, which is like there's like 5 people.
They bullshit.
We are supposed to. It's called team bonding. So we have nicknamed ourselves. It's an unofficial nickname. So like work doesn't necessarily support / acknowledge our nickname, but we have nicknamed ourselves the Dream Team. And so
because they're a bunch of dreamers.
It is the Extreme Dream Team live stream at 9:30 in the morning. To just like, you have to have, like, when you're all working remotely, like, you have to have some of these sort of, like, team bonding, right? Like, experiences or whatever. Just, like, so that you're not only talking to each other when you're working. You have to, like, form relationships at work.
Yeah, something like that.
stuff like that. So sometimes we talk about work, but like a lot of times we just talk about like whatever's going on.
I'm done with
in
my
our
guy
lives.
for the night. He just needs his skin tone for his face. And then I'll do his eyes first thing tomorrow. I'm happy with him though.
Oh yeah, I'm just doing this guy's.
You were
like,
going to do his skin tone
shoes.
for me though.
I know. I'm
okay.
just like doing this guy's shoes, I was saying.
C3PO just sounded good together. Most Stan Lee heroes' names have the same letter for each of their names because it was an easy way to remember them. My definitions make sense though. C equals communications and P equals protocol. Makes sense. And so does R for repair and D for defense for each of the two droids. And then Paul said, that works too. LOL. Barking Cricket. R2D2 is so classic that it's hard to think of the name needing inspiration. D, mean, disposal.
That's true. Like, you're not wrong there.
Right?
Like.
Oh. Yeah, I feel like the mini's coming along. If I do well with this, I will repaint the dreaded undead zombie paladin, whatever the hell I was calling it, mini. I'm going to post a picture of that one right now so everybody knows what I'm talking about. But I have a feeling I won't come back to this one ever. I don't know. We'll see. It's pretty dreadful. I could just paint it gray like a statue. It would actually make a great statue. It's a good pose for it. All right, here it comes. Here comes the zombie ugly mini I painted a while back.
It's looking questionable.
I guess that's why the two main women in Superman's life had the initials LL. Linda Lee from Smallville and Lana Lang from Metropolis. Yep, the garbage can joke is almost iconic.
Wasn't it Lois?
He said Lana Lang.
I feel
I think they're talking about Smallville.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it's like a different character. I don't know. So there's the crappy miniature I painted a while back. I think I'm just going to paint that all gray. I'm going to rip it off the washer and make it a statue. If I can get it off the... Wow, this is one of the ones that's just not going to come off of the washer. Really? Like, the ones I don't want to come off of a washer come off so easy. There, that's better, yeah.
Does it look good?
I think it looks good. Don't you? Is he looking good, you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's going to be fine.
He's going to be amazing when he's done. Can't speak for DC. Marvel fan here. LOL. Yeah, Marvel's way better. It's just got a lot of depth to it, I feel.
Be careful.
Not like, that DC doesn't.
Last time I was on here, you offended roll stats. Like, don't go offending people.
I'm not offending
again.
anybody. I'm talking about my choice is 100% Marvel. I like the stories of Marvel a lot more. It's just, I feel like it was more obvious, like the human rights aspects they were going for and things like that. And I always liked that, especially X-Men. X-Men was by far my favorite.
I mean, X-Men is great.
But DC, to me, like, Superman has, like, every power under the book, pretty much. Like, I just never... Superman's what bothers me about DC the most. Like, there's nobody who should be able to beat him. Like, yeah, Kryptonite, you know, I get that, but I just don't like it. And then Batman is, in my opinion, one of the most interesting characters in DC.
Because
so there.
It's just a dude.
I posted
a rich dude.
Yeah, but he's a rich dude with like really high-end martial arts training, like, you know, and he's incredibly smart.
I mean, like, I feel like if I had like unlimited wealth, that it would be a lot easier to be like some sort of like skilled fighter or something like that.
Right.
You know, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, can you pay the best people? Like, sure.
As Paul says, he finds most Marvel characters more relatable. I agree. 100%. That's how I feel, too. Linda Lee mainly showed up in the old school comics when Superboy was a thing. The whole idea of Superman being super, as a boy was abandoned in more recent times.
I mean, I watched the New Adventures of Lois and Clark when I was a kid.
Yeah. So Rollstat says, hey, so I was painting earlier, but did I hear you say Dave is going to be playing in a Pathfinder 2e game with you, Druce? Yeah, Dave from Draven Swiftbow on YouTube. We were talking tonight on my Facebook post because I posted the Lost Omens book and we were talking about it. And he said that Pathfinder 2e is his favorite game right now, more than 5e and any of that stuff. And I said, I think that's where I'm going. But I'm not going to make that determination until I've run at least one game and played at least one game. And I said, I've got a one-shot that I'm playing soon, and after that, I'm going to schedule one to run. And then he said something, and I said, hey, I just, on the spot, spur of the moment, I was like, hey, if you want to play in it, you're more than welcome. And so that's how we kind of came about with it.
Like, hell yeah.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, basically. That's how it unfolded. So yeah, he's supposed to play whenever I run it, but I don't want to like get too far ahead. I want to get this weekend. I think Sundays are a good day for me to try and plan.
We gotta figure out what's going on with our life.
Right, but Sundays are a good day for me to like figure out when I'm playing what games. So, like, figuring out schedules and dates and times and all that good stuff. So,
Paul, are you okay, Paul?
I don't know what that's about.
Neither do I.
Oh, do you roll stats? I didn't know you guys played together.
He's super into it. Oh, crap. I'm not going to know the rules.
By then, you might know everything by then. You got 2 months to read up.
I will know nothing.
You got 2 months to read up and to get your own player's handbook.
There's zero chance of that, first of all.
Not necessarily. We'll get you one.
We're not going to get me one.
We might.
We're not.
Not right now, but we might.
We're not.
I can't share my book from across the house.
5e and Call of Cthulhu. Weren't we supposed to do a Call of Cthulhu game with roll stats?
Yeah, he was supposed to run one, and then he was busy, and we haven't gotten back to that.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. So then we had, what's his name run it for us on the date that he was going to run.
I fingered the send button. When you add the highlights and lowlights, it should all really tie together. Yeah. I think everything's going
So tomorrow I have a stream at 1 o'clock with Darren Anderson. He's running a Kickstarter for a new 5e world.
Oh.
It's called Haven in the Ice, I think. Anyways, the books look gorgeous. They're like a light blue and white. They're really pretty. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. And then obviously we got mini painting tomorrow night. Friday,
where we will attempt to finish these beautiful miniatures that we have started.
So Friday, I've got nothing going on right now. So my plan is, I do have the one video coming out Friday about I'm reviewing those miniatures, the pre-painted. I will also probably start some of my Pathfinder videos that day. That's the hope. So Friday evening, I will be working on some of that stuff, I think.
That's the goal.
It's rather a pity that the idea of Superboy using Superman as a boy, not a separate person, was abandoned. It led to some interesting tales. Barking Cricket. Inspiration for physical looks of David Hansen Sophia, the AI robot, came from Nefertiti, David's wife, Amanda, and a little bit Audrey Hepburn. Personality comes from programmer Ben Gortzel.
I have no idea what. Like, I understand.
I think he's reading. He's sharing Wikipedia stuff.
The words that you're saying. What?
I got hiccups.
What just happened to you over there?
I started laughing and I hiccuped. Completely off topic, but kind of related. Melchior, like the time his friend Pete Ross discovered that Clark Kent was Superboy, without Superboy realizing it, and decided to keep the information to himself.
Oh, so Superboy was a different person?
It was Superman. He was called Superboy. Clark Kent is Superman. Clark Kent was Superboy.
So, like, I know, I'm aware.
His point was they changed him to a man from a boy.
Oh.
Hence Smallville and things like that. Probably.
Yeah, I never got into Smallville.
Smallville was like young Superman.
I mean, no, I know what.
Before
okay,
he
never
knew
mind.
all of his. I know.
I'm just
Have you watched Smallville? I don't know.
No, I mean, like, okay, so yes, but
Okay,
I'm just saying, like, I understand what the show is about. I would just add.
What? I've never watched Smallville. Never watched a single episode. However, my guest this past Tuesday is watching it, and they are doing a podcast for each episode with different guests. Like, he's got a new person on. Yeah, that's like his spin-off thing. So he does podcasts. That's his big thing. That's what they do at the RPG Academy. But he also now is doing a Smallville podcast. There's 10 seasons, and they're going through each episode, him and whoever else he decides to have on that day. They watch it, and then they do the podcast.
Oh, that sounds like
whatever the episode is. There's a lot of things like that. Like, there's people who do movies like that. They're like, hey, we're going to watch this movie next week, and we'll talk about it afterwards, you know. I actually think that would be a lot of fun to do. But I don't know if I'd want to have to try and figure out a different person each time to have on. Like, that part seems like a lot of work. Just trying to line up people in the RPG industry for Tuesdays and Thursdays is a lot of work. Like, just trying to find people that are available. I'm also thinking of switching that to evenings. To doing that.
Yeah, but if it's a podcast,
like a Sunday,
and it's
Tuesday thing.
Like, a podcast and a movie is sort of different because it's like, man, you could have anybody on to talk about a movie.
Well, yeah. I get that.
You know?
Yep.
Like, you just have to come up with a person.
And make them watch a movie. Spend 2 hours watching the movie and then spend another hour talking about it.
Yeah.
And they have to, you know. I don't know.
I'm just saying, I feel like it'd be much easier than, it's not like it's like, you can only, like, work with people who work in the movie. You know, like, it's not industry specific. Right?
All right,
like,
so Superboy was stories about Superman when he was a boy. They later abandoned that and made Superboy into a completely separate character, a clone created by Lex Luthor. The stories with Pete Ross were always interesting because he was bent on helping Superboy without letting on that he was helping him. That was usually in the form of providing Clark Kent with an excuse to slip away and be Superboy during an emergency. I don't mind that because comic books have different universes, right? Like multiple timelines. So I actually don't mind the fact that like different artists do things differently or there's different stories for the same characters. But that's that whole thing like we were talking about earlier, like Disney Star Wars compared to like EU Star Wars, the extended universe, or like, you know, whatever.
I appreciate you telling me what EU stood for because I was going to ask.
Oh, I wasn't trying to.
No,
It means European Union Star Wars. But yeah, I mean, sounds interesting enough. Like, the thing that bothers me about Superman is basically he's as fast as the Flash. He can fly unlike the Flash. He can shoot lasers out of his eyes. He can see through anything pretty much because he's got X-ray vision. Like, he's got super great hearing, can hear like miles away.
You're like upset because he has every superpower.
Yes, he's OP. He is your min-maxy power gamer at the table. Like, if someone brought a level 20 whatever character they wanted, multi-classed into everything, and like sat down at your table and didn't level class like one level. I mean, 20 levels in every level. Sat down at your table to play some D&D with a group of like 1st through 4th level adventurers. That's how I feel about Superman. I'd be like, no, you can't bring that shit to my table.
You're not allowed to play that.
Right. Melchior, Superboy reappearing as a clone could inspire a DM who might want to bring back some player's beloved character that was splattered all over the dungeon. So he's a 9th level 5e character. Oh my gosh. 5e is not that OP. I'm just saying. Now, after like 13th level, I don't know because I've never played higher than that.
But 9th level, he's trying to call your bluff on that.
Right. Anything but lead. Correct. But he like it's just ridiculous. He can fly into outer space, doesn't have to worry about oxygen. Like underwater.
Yeah, I mean, like, you're not wrong.
Like, what can't Superman do? Like, honestly.
I don't know.
A bullet doesn't pierce his skin. right?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's annoying.
That's true.
Like, even talking about it just annoys me.
But that's why they always just, like, take kryptonite. Because they're like, that's his only thing.
Right. It's overused, too. It's like, it's used so often that it's like, come on, Superman. You don't have a plan for that, ever? Like, you don't have...
You don't have, like, an anti-kryptonite stone?
Yeah, or you haven't,
keep
like...
in a pendant?
Like, you haven't, like, discovered a way to, like, track kryptonite, some kind of device that can, like, tell you how far away kryptonite is or something?
Hey, dude, Paul, I think that, like, I remember an episode where they, like, where they made kryptonite into bullets.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, they actually shot him with it.
Yeah.
But that didn't seem to completely work because then...
Was that in the comic book we read to Caleb?
I don't know, but then what he can do is he can just remove those bullets and he's fine. So...
Kind of. It heals right up, yeah.
Really what you need is, like, liquid kryptonite and you want to...
Poison him with it.
Yeah, you want to get it inside.
The problem is you can't get it close to him because he starts going, oh, and like falls over fetal like me with my hip.
Yeah, if he's like within 200 feet, he's like, I sense kryptonite. And you're just like, WTF, man. Like.
Right. Yeah, he needs to make a kryptonite detector so he just stays far away no matter what. It was the comic we were reading because he was fighting like a bunch of bad guys and he comes out of the ground and then gets lit up.
Looking okay.
Or actually, then he flew into the ground to get away. He burrowed into the ground.
I'm trying to show you my miniature.
I see
You're not
it.
even paying attention.
I see it. Because in that comic book, he burrows into the ground to get away from the bad guys who have kryptonite and they have like all his powers.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it's in that thick graphic novel. Even Superman's inability to see through lead can be used to make a good story. There have been a couple of stories where he's found the bad guys because why is there a lead-lined room?
I mean, that's true.
I know. Just tell him your mother is called Martha, and you will be fine.
Okay, we gotta go.
Yep, I agree. All right, guys.
We gotta get off here.
So we will be back tomorrow night doing the same thing. But thanks for watching, and this is Master of the Game. I'm Juice. This is Paula. Game on.